So before we go on to the next topic, I'd like to take this opportunity to have a disclaimer.
Please do.
The opinions expressed by the Fowl Language Podcast are ours and ours alone. If you don't like it, tough shit. I'm just joking. But in all seriously though, we about to talk about some shit. It may piss some of you off.
Oh yeah. I was gonna piss
Oops.
half of
Yeah.
America off.
Yeah.
But
So if you get mad, tough. Let's be rational and we can discuss it. If you get
yeah,
mad and heated, don't want to hear it because
I
I'm not
do.
gonna get
Bring
mad
it to me.
about it.
Bring it to me.
You can give
I
Kevin
love that
the
shit. I
smoke.
love it. I love it. But I will say, before we get into this conversation, I have took an oath, and I always support my commander in chief, whoever my commander in chief is, because I'm a member of the armed forces, and that's my commander in chief. So I mean, whoever's sitting in that chair is
Sure.
my commander in chief, and I respect them. Now, with that said,
Now that
boom, 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 boom.
the title of this topic is, and I have a feeling it's gonna piss some people off.
Here we go.
We have the title of this segment of Trump lost. And I shouldn't even say that shit loud where I'm at, but
Get
Trump
over
lost.
it.
So get over it.
Man, I'm telling you, the day
Gosh.
after President Biden won, they took the social media heavy. Just he's in there in the day, and already 57,000 people lost their jobs. If it was Trump, and it's over with, man. It's over. All right, I get it. It's over. Hell, one dude that would really go on rants about that shit. He unfriended me. I found that shit out yesterday. I giggled on the inside. But it's like he's this and he stands for this, and this is not America, and blah 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 blah. And my whole question to you, simple-minded fucking Trumpite dumb son of my bitches,
Don't go that far.
fuck it, because they irritate the fuck out of me. They're not really dumb,
All right.
but dumb in the sense of you only see what you see. You don't want to hear anybody's else opinion on it because it's automatically gonna be wrong because you're a fucking Trumpite. You get what I'm saying there? So for y'all cats, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck over it. It's over.
Yeah.
If you want to, 4 years, why don't you fucking run if you don't like the way the shit's going? Same thing when the former President Trump won. The same thing I said with President Biden. Let's see what he gonna do. We don't know what he gonna do yet. Let's see what he gonna do. Give him a chance. See what he gonna do. But then it's no, he's gonna take our jobs away. And like I said on another episode, if Biden wins, it's gonna be a war and all this other stupid shit, man. Just sit the hell down, see where it's gonna go. Or like you told all the people that said when President Trump won, when they were saying that's not my president, then fucking leave.
Right.
The same thing y'all was saying when he won. Same concept now. Then fucking leave. And with that, bro, you go ahead, man. You go ahead, because this subject right here, boy. Because I didn't talk to on Facebook with one cat for like damn near an hour going back and forth about this shit.
See, I don't have that kind of free time.
He even gotten to the point of saying, you're not that bright, are you? And all this other shit like that.
I saw it. So for me, politically speaking, I prefer to be considered an independent. Because most people see, a lot of times you'll see like one issue voter, be it gun rights, abortion, immigration, social issues, LGBTQ stuff. I hope I did that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry.
You might have missed the letter. I heard it.
I might have. Somewhere. It's all love. So, know. But whatever you may have a particular racial issues, minimum wage, you may have a particular single issue. And for me as an independent, I kind of see like the nuance. Like a lot of times you get these like, especially in the gun community, you see like it's either this way or that way.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of nuance. And for me, which is a gift and a curse, I see a lot of the nuance. And like one thing I notice as an independent, every time there's a change in power, the losing side is like, oh, it's going to be the end of the world. Oh, we're not going to make it. So going back a little bit, when Obama got in office, you would hear people saying, oh, it's going to be the end of the world. Things are going to be destroyed. Things are going to go to hell, yada, yada, yada. When Trump got in office, Democrats were like, oh, Trump's in office. Everything's going to go to hell, yada, yada, yada. And now you see that cycle again. So every time it happens the same thing. And if you really think about it, I would say somewhere between 70 to 80% of your day-to-day life, whoever the hell is in office, it really doesn't matter at all.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. I get their opinions and all that other stuff. Like I said, I've had talks with a couple of these guys who was actually stand-up guys who would go back and forth with me. Someone wouldn't answer, but anyway, whoever, like you said, whoever's in office, that's not affecting your house,
right?
Oh, he's going to take our guns away. Do you still have them now?
Right. Now I do understand that there are certain individual bills that I disagree with totally. Like there was a Democrat who put a bill in about like anybody that talks about like magazine bans or dang, I can't remember the one. I watched a video talking about the bill. Gun registration, like everybody has to register their firearms, stuff like that. I'm not really into.
No, because you shouldn't have to.
But as an independent, I see the logic behind it. I also see the futility in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get the intention, but that's not going to correct what they're trying to correct.
Because that simple fact right there is, okay, we're going to make y'all register your firearms, blah, 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 blah. We're going to try to keep the guns out the streets. Criminals are already criminals, bro. They already breaking the law. What makes you think they're not going to break that one too?
Right. My guns aren't in the streets.
Right. Exactly. Mine is to protect me and mine. And if, you know what I'm saying, like all the conspiracy theorists, if the zombies start walking down the damn street or something, then yeah, I'm going to use mine to shoot a deer too. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing.
Right.
But they think it's going to be Mad Max out here, bro. That's just so fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's the sore loser. And to your point that you initially said, there are some people that voted red. And I understand why. Be it you felt that he was the more 2A friendly, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Anti-abortion, if that's your thing. His stance on immigration, foreign policy, whatever his stance was, if it aligned with you, that's great. If that's what you believe, everybody's different. You're entitled to believe what you believe. But let's move on.
Yeah. I mean, stop being a fucking sore loser. The shit's over.
Instead of sitting on social media and bitching, why don't you be active in your community and the things that you're upset and bitching about, work to make them better?
Yeah, because you don't have to be a politician to do it.
No, you don't. I watched a video where they talked about like, and I had to find out who it was again, but he talked about your community. Like set your community up. So if you know there's a playground or something in your community that needs repainting, get your people together, get it painted.
Yeah.
You know, if something needs to be fixed, if there's an older lady who lives by herself and she needs something, help her out. I mean, that's way more important than worrying about all this other stuff. You know, you may be able to help that person, that business owner that's across the street that, you know, is stressed out from trying to run a business and have kids in their house. You know, keep your kids for a couple hours for them. That may help them out. That kind of freedom and stress will help that person to hire somebody else. Yeah. So, I mean, there's dominoes effects to those things, but people always go to the doomsday scenario.
Right. Always.
We're going to all doom and gloom and yada, yada, yada.
Damn zombies.
And I mean, it's like every issue, like it was so interesting. I watched a video going back a little bit when they talked about, they were asking people how they felt about Obamacare. Decidedly conservative people. How do you feel about Obamacare? Oh, I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. This shit needs to be destroyed. It's going to kill our taxpayer. Yada, yada, yada. Then they would say, well, what do you think about the Affordable Health Care Act or the Affordable Care Act? Oh, it's not bad. I think it's got some work to do, but I think, you know what I'm saying?
But it was the same damn thing.
It was the same damn
It was the same thing.
And it shows that it's not about the policy.
It's about the person who's passing the policy.
Or not even more so than the person. It's about the party.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't care what your party is. I care about what you plan to do. And I mean, a lot of them are smoke and mirrors and bullshit anyway.
Yep.
So.
And what affects my family?
Right.
That's always been my thing. What affects my family? Like a lot of these debates I've had boiled down to race and everything like that. And you know, that actually applies to my family. I got black boys, I got black girls. I'm black. My family's black. We black. I'm sorry, melanin. My bad, guys. I slipped up. I've been doing good too. But you know what I'm saying? But that's who we are. But my whole thing is the Trumpites, as I call them, You know what I'm saying? They're further dividing the people as it is. Because me personally, I don't give a damn what race you are. I got Caucasian cats I call my brother. I got Asian cats that are my brother. I got Hispanics, all that type of stuff. Y'all my brothers, but this certain group, aka the Trumpites, they just, for whatever reason, they can't let the shit go.
Well, see, and I think there's a distinction too between being a hardcore Trumpite, as you'll call it, to use your word, or somebody who voted conservative. I think there's a line. Like, it's almost a fanaticism to where I don't need logic. I'm just gonna follow blindly whatever happens and go from there.
Yeah,
and that's what bothers me. Do your research, do your due diligence, and make sure that what you believe to be true is actually true.
Yeah, like they'll read it on Google or on Facebook or some shit, and they'll just go on a big ass rant. And then if they actually look the shit up, see it's not even the case. And then it's
So like the thing that killed me, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but when social media took him off of everything.
Yeah, I didn't really agree with that either.
I didn't agree with it either. However, when people were like, "Oh, they're trying to silence our free speech,"
no, because you still talking.
Shows me you don't really understand the Constitution,
right?
And that's my problem, because it says Congress. And now, if you get into the conspiracy theory of saying that they had something, politicians influence social media there, that's a whole different can of words. We ain't written on that, but they didn't silence it. They cut him off their platform. It's no different than like, if you go to a particular place of business and they're like, we're not going to serve you if you don't have the mask. Same kind of logic. Whether I agree or not is irrelevant. That's what that business chose.
And I've been seeing posts about that too. Like, I ain't gonna say just the Trumpites, but just people, period. But I see a lot of the Trumpites, as I call them. They're really pissed off about this mask thing. Like you said it in the video before. Oh, you're sheep and blah 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 blah. And why do I have to wear a mask? Because it says I have to wear a mask on the sign. And then there's other post was, why did melanin people have to go to another damn water fountain just because it said white only water fountain? So you mad now?
Right. Yeah, I think you posted or somebody posted it. It's like, when is it? Like, think about how you feel seeing you can't come in the store if you don't have a mask. Imagine how it would look, how it would feel if it said whites only.
I think I did post it.
I think that was you.
And if I find it, I'm gonna put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, please do. But one of the things I was gonna say that I get so tired of the shit that just drive. I'm not gonna do it.
You know you're mad when he talk between his teeth.
But what about being super conservative is synonymous with being a patriot? Like, that shit kills me.
What's a patriot?
So I don't have the definition of patriot right now.
No, I don't want the dictionary definition.
But what I'm saying is, we come from a family that has served this country for multiple generations.
I'm the fourth generation.
Right. What about that is not patriotic? Because I don't believe the way you believe. Does that make us as a family, or you? And I mean, I don't like to talk about what I do, but I will say what I do directly supports what you do. Does that make us any less patriot than somebody who's yelling and screaming on Facebook? Because I mean, it kills me. Like, you'll see flags everywhere. Doggone 1776 everywhere.
And oh Lord, man, when
kills
what I said, the Trumpites or whatever, it's causing this division or whatever. And some of those Trumpites, let's just call them what they are. Some of them are fucking racist.
Sure. Oh, definitely.
A good portion.
I'd agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
But, so I'd ask the question. So I don't have a problem if you voted conservative. I don't care about that. But when you blindly follow anybody, whether it be, I'm gonna die hard follow Trump because of, I don't know why,
they're the sheep.
Follow Biden or any political leader without a rational understanding of why you're doing and making decisions what you're making. I don't hear it. I mean,
you're the sheep,
right? Let's talk about what you can do instead of spending so much time complaining about oh, they're going to take our jobs. Let's look at the job reports. How do we fix that instead of just complaining? And I mean, I see more complaining than let's talk about what can we do. Let's do some business grants to get some people working, to get some jobs.
Yep. Now, I will say about the job thing, because a lot of people on my timeline was posting about the pipeline, stopping the pipeline. What is it, like Keystone pipeline thing or something like that? And they was, oh, you're costing people 57,000 people their jobs and whatever. I get that, cool. But the place where those pipes were going was on Native American land, sacred land for them, and they've all but lost all of it. So I wasn't mad at that at all.
Right. I mean, but see, and that's where I get to, instead of bitching about the issue, okay, you are actually right. It did cost a lot of money. A lot of money is wasted in this country on a regular basis.
Definitely.
We've got, so yes, and I'm sure a good bit of people lost jobs as a result. What do we do to get those unfortunate individuals that lost their jobs?
Exactly.
Let's focus on solutions instead of bitching and complaining. That's all I say.
But all they see, like I said, they're Trumpites. So all they see was what President Trump was doing and everything that they supported, but they don't support it because that's not what they wanted.
He did some stuff I definitely agreed with.
Oh yeah. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. But you know what I'm saying?
And even now, even when Obama was in office, he did some shit I definitely disagree with. He did some shit I agree with too. And I think people miss blindly following a party or a figure over, like, write down what you believe. Look at what that person believes. Is it convenient for your narrative, or do they truly feel like they believe what you believe?
And then that goes back to a patriot. Because if you are a true patriot, you won't give a damn who's sitting in that seat. You know what I'm saying? What you'll give a damn about is the country that you're in, everything that you're doing in your country. Bro, I've been to several different countries, and I've seen how good we have it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, by far.
How good we got it. And instead of bumping fucking heads with each other, letting our enemies see us, and that's one of my biggest things, shit was bro.
Embarrassed, right? I know.
Letting our enemies see us acting a damn fool over this separation because you want to be a Trumpite. Oh, the election was rigged, blah, blah, blah. Instead of having that mindset, like I said, let's see what he gonna do. Let me worry about taking care of my family, and wherever the chips fall, it's gonna fall. Because what they're not realizing, it's the same thing I said about President Trump when he was in, is he's not gonna be there forever. It's not like he was anointed. They're anointed as a monarch or something of the country. You know what I'm saying? So let them do what they're gonna do for their time being. Because the same thing you were doing when President Obama was in there, when President Clinton, all of them was in there, you probably still doing the exact same shit. But now that the person you really was all for, rah, and that's why Auntie Val told the guy I was debating on, your slip is showing. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them cats is about the issues. We can we can politic. We have a nice little dialect about it. Some is just this. I'm not trying to hear what you're gonna say. And it's those people that's causing the fucking problem, i.e. January 6th. That's those people. The people that's at home looking at this shit on TV, like that don't make no damn sense. Because a lot of people, and there are a lot that understand that we can disagree. You're supposed to disagree. In my opinion, you're a punk ass if you go along with what everybody fucking says.
Right.
But it's okay to disagree, but have these conversations. And I'm not even talking just to talk right now. I'm like kind of talking out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, have these conversations with the person you disagree with. You know what I'm saying? Find a common ground. Now, if you're a racist, you're a bigot, that's not going to change nothing. You still going to be who you are. So, even that, you just don't come to my house with that shit.
Right. Not condoning racism or anything.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I've worked with the skinhead in college. Die hard, big boot wearing, affiliated tattoos, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, we got a job to do. Let's get it done. we talked about stuff on occasion. I mean, it just so happened that I never display all my cards, but he was an idiot. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I say that to say that respect people.
Yeah,
you believe what you want to believe, but respect people.
Yeah, I had a guy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just because it's what you believe doesn't necessarily mean that it's right.
And having that conversation with somebody who thinks differently can really change your perspective. I've had my perspective changed on numerous occasions, and I've actually had, I changed the perspective of somebody. I had a guy I was in school with right after basic training. He never been around black people at all, ever. He had like uncles that's in the Klan and all this other stuff, so he knew that type of shit. But he had an open mind to understand the differences. You know what I'm saying? He actually became he's one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put your name out there, bro, but he's one of my brothers. Right. So as far as the Trumpites, like I said before, stop being fucking sore losers. Get over the shit. I mean, if you're going to sit there and hold on to it, oh, that's not my president. That's not my president. And like y'all said when President Trump won, if you don't like it, then fucking leave.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can go to Amsterdam or Norway or Denmark or some shit. Go.
Right. I mean, I think about like all the things that are complained about. Looking at that, I mean, everybody has their right to protest. But my whole issue is if you look at an issue like that, if we were to say, look inward and say, what can we do with our resources? And you had like the chick here, she chartered a jet and flew out to the damn thing. Okay, but you complaining about what exactly? Right. What can you do to help others instead of complaining?
And that same person be like, oh, we're out of work and blah 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 blah. But you could you could charter a jet to go out there. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit's crazy. But yeah, Trumpites, cut your shit. That's all I got on it, bro. You can keep going if you want to, but that's my whole thing. Good. Stop being a fucking sore loser. Cut y'all shit. We have a new commander-in-chief in the seat right now. Let that man do his job. It's only been a couple of weeks. Let him do what he gonna do and see what happens. If you don't agree after a year or so, then okay, it's warranted. But until then, politely, in the words of us Fowl Language brothers, shut the fuck up.
True.
Shit. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Good. I'm not sorry.
No, don't be. I told you stop apologizing.
Because fuck them, that's why.